Hello again, my friends. Eric Pearson here. Hope you're doing well. And I'm back with another demonstration of a bumpy ride. In the previous video, I used some TNT to clear a path into the Whistlng Peaks section of the map. And now I'm going to explore another way of getting into Whistlng Peaks. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are in the roundhouse. I've got my early bird special, I've got my freight agent, and I've got my fireman. I'd say that's good enough for right now. Though, you know, as I think about it, I'm going to make one change. I'm going to swap out my freight agent and put in a bartender to help my passengers be more forgiving of my mistakes, because I have to admit, I made a fair number of those in my last video. Okay, let's hit the rails. So I have to look for a shareholder to earn the stocks, but that won't be until another time. Okay, let's take on some water, and let's check the map. So we're here in the big yard, and previously, we had cleared our way into Whistlng Peaks by removing a boulder with TNT over here in the northwest area of Rio Frontera. What we're going to do is, there is a sleeping bear laying across the tracks here, northwest of Blow Whistle. What we need to do is go there first, pick up the freight ticket for the job, then we have to go to the apiary near Bumblebee and pick up a pot of honey and use that to tempt the bear away. So that's where we'll go next. Okay, got a full tank of water. It's nice to see the town of Blow Whistle all lit up at night. Got a green signal. I've been trying to watch out for that. Sorry, folks, can't pick you up. Railroad business. Okay, straight ahead. And then left at the Y. Pour on a little extra speed. Got a green signal. Yep, there it is up ahead. The sleeping bear. Bring honey back to move big fella out of the way. Alright. So that's where we are. Alright, so let's go to the apiary. So we have to back up to the Y, turn around, and we'll head into Misty Creek. And then we'll navigate through the strange intersection. I will explain it in another video, but there is a certain method to the madness that is this mega cloverleaf in this general area. So, let's go. Alright, back it up. Alright, so we'll be going past Misty Creek. Okay, so with this mega clover leaf coming up after the mansion, we're going to do 2 right turns to get into the loop that takes us through the apiary and bumblebee. Okay, got a green signal. Okay, here we go. Now, one little fun fact is that that tree tunnel has a second tunnel running under the one that we see here at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so here's a right turn. Actually, it might be a left turn. Let's see here. No, I was right. That's the apiary up ahead. Yep, there it is. Okay, got our... Okay, here we go. So let's go deliver this to Big Fella. The thing about honey is we have to be very careful. If we take turns too sharp, we risk breaking the glass container. Alright, so this is Bumblebee. Once again, sorry folks. Okay. Alright, left turn, and then another left turn. Yep, there's the mansion again, so we're headed the right way. And got another train coming. Now let's see, I think we have a red light here. Yep. Okay, that's better. My friend in the United Kingdom will be proud of me. Okay, big fella. Might as well top off with some water first. Because once we get into Whistlng Peaks, it gets a little tricky. Okay, big fella, got a little treat for you. That's right. Thank you, big fella. Now, let's see if we can do some passenger service in Whistlng Peaks without any trouble. Now I see this is the Slalom Base Camp. Better pour on the steam. I don't see any passengers there, so... Alright, let's move on to the next station, which I think is just up ahead. Okay, welcome to Snowball. Misty Creek. We were just there. Let's check the map. Okay, what's the best way to get to Misty Creek without going heavily in reverse? Well, I hate to say it, we're going to have to go through Aurora. Though hopefully it won't be too horrible going through there. And then a right at the next... No, wait, that's a dead end. I think I remember running into this. Well, it's going to be a long trip. We're going to have to go all the way through all of this to get to Misty Creek. Well, let's see how this goes. Well, let's see, anyone else for Misty Creek? One more for Misty Creek. Oh, wait a minute. Was there a... Did I have a red signal there? Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. No, wait. No, I have a green signal. Well, can't fault me for being too cautious. Alright, I have a green signal, at least for now. There, it just turned. Okay, let's... Let's take a look here. Yeah, we want to go this way. Alright. I have to be very careful because we have the train coming through. Okay, I managed to make it through that time. Phew, that was a close one. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Lovely. Okay, got a switch coming up. Okay, left turn at the Y. Check the map one more time. And then a right at the next Y. Sorry, folks. Couldn't stop in time for the scenic lookout. I'm curious, though. This is the Ice Block Freight Depot. Let's see what we can do here. Ice to bloom water. Melts in warm climates, avoid deserts. Well, we might be able to do that after we get to Misty Creek. Let's try. Okay, let's go. Of course, let's check the map again. We could go to Bloom Water first, but nah, Misty Creek's closer. But we'll pour on the steam and try and make good time. Our passengers are reasonably happy. Alright, got a green signal. Whoa. Took that too fast. Okay, well I guess I'm headed back to Blow Whistle. Whoops. Oh, hello. Oh boy. I guess that's where the Brakeman upgrade comes in handy. How are they doing? Well, they're still reasonably happy. Alright, we'll go to Bloomwater first. Don't want to go into the big yard. Check the map again. So a right turn and a straight. And I do believe this is Bloomwater up ahead. Okay. Looks like we did it. Okay, now we gotta get to Misty Creek. So we better really pour on the steam. But to do that, I'm gonna have to top off. Oops. Let's check the map again. Yeah, at this point I might as well do a couple of left turns here. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna have to really pour on the steam now. Okay, green signal. Oh, we got one grumpy passenger. Sorry. Okay, straight next switch. Check the map again. Alright, left and a right. Uh-oh. Was that a red signal? Well. Okay, so... Alright, left turn. Alright, right turn. And another left turn. And then a right turn. Got a green signal ahead. Almost there, folks. Well, not so great, but oh well. Bumblebee Station, that's behind us. Well, let's see if we can do better by these folks. And that'll be 2 right turns. Uh-oh. Good thing I was paying attention. Let's check the map. The map doesn't really tell me where the train is. We'll have to wait. Well, my passengers are still fairly happy. Is the signal stuck? Okay, 2 right turns. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it for now. And that's the end of the day. Let's see how we did today. Well, at least we cleared a profit, as opposed to yesterday. Well, still only a C. But that's the risk we take for spending time to clear the path and do a few freight runs that perhaps we shouldn't have done. But you know, sometimes it's not as much about the destination, but the journey. So thank you very much for watching, and join me next time. Eric Pearson, signing off.